and I hit a tree like that big, but yet it dented the heck out of my car, and I was tired of it, so I needed a new car. So I took my student loan money. I mean, isn't that what it's for? And I go down to Rydell's in Grand Forks, and I'm looking around, and I see this cute little purple Stratus. It is so cute. And the price tag says $1,700 on it. I was like, awesome. So the salesperson helps me out, and I'm like, okay, so what's wrong with it? $1,700. There's got to be something wrong with it. Oh, no, nothing wrong with it. So I was like, okay, here you go. Here's my student loan money. I get a car. Woohoo! And it's still winter time yet, so I didn't quite know what was wrong with it yet. Couldn't tell. Springtime happens. I drive it home to see my folks, and the temperature gauge starts rising. And I'm like, there is something wrong with this car. I've had it all of 3 weeks. And luckily, my brother is a genius. So that's why I know enough to be dangerous, because my brother can actually fix the thing. So he's like, oh, yeah, it's just a fuse. So he replaces the fuse, and the car works again, and it's brilliant. So a couple years later, my car slowly starts to, once in a while when I shut it off, there's a little bit of smoke that comes out of the front end under the hood. And so I'm like, no big deal. I look, there doesn't look like there's anything wrong. So I just keep going. And a little while, a couple months later, there's a little bit more smoke, and the people at work, in the parking lot, they go, do you know your car is smoking a little bit? I'm like, oh yeah, it just does that. So one day I'm driving home, and my car quits as I'm rolling into a stop sign. I'm thinking, oh, okay, start it. Oh, it starts again, yay! So I turn around the corner, and I'm just a block from home, but I'm on the opposite side of the block. Like, if you go down the street, it's long, and then it's short, and then it's long again, and I live over here. But I can't just go and park on that side of the street. I know I have to go around the block so I can park on the right side of the street. So I'm turn around the corner, and I'm like, okay, just go as fast as you can. And I'm going as fast as I can. Hit the middle of the block, my car quits again. I'm like, oh, okay, just go. And I get around the corner, because the power steering goes out when your car quits. And I get around the corner, and I've got just enough juice to get into this little parking lot next to these apartments that's halfway down the block from my house. And I'm like, okay, lock the door, and I walk home, and my husband's at home. We're having lunch together, and it's this great chicken soup that I made 2 days ago, and we're eating the soup, and he's like, where's your car? I'm like, oh, yeah, it quit. It's down the block. It's in the parking lot over there by the apartments. And so we go and washing the dishes. And he's like, does that look like smoke out there to you? And I'm like, oh, no. Can you give me a ride back to work? So we get in his car, and we go around the block. And I get around the block, and my heart drops. There is flames, and fire departments, and men with hoses, and everybody's like conglomerated on my car, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm going to jail. I left this car, and it started on fire, and it's flames. And I kid you not, these flames are 10 feet out of the hood of the car. So I get my keys out of my pocket. Like, do you need my keys? There's a first time for everything.